like to say, what's good, Fizzle friends, or Fizzle friends, or Fizz friends, or friends down here checking me out. Subscribe, all of that. We here in Fizzleman Picks Lounge. Fizzleman Picks, the name of this broadcast, brought to you by EA Sports and Fizz and Friends Gaming. We back legit on some week 9 matchup, Thursday night football, Thursday primetime game. And we here saying that Fizzleman picks the 49ers to take this W against the Cardinals, as it ain't the world against us or us against the world. It's the world on our side this time, as they agree 49ers going to take this dub, as the overall is the percentage of who going to take this. And like I said, 49ers all the way. Thursday night football. Little catch up. You know, we playing catch up right now. Give y'all a heads up. As I'm like a coach of the Jets and sort of kind of the coach of the Dolphins. So I'm like Brian Flores, that's the Dolphins head coach, and I'm Adam Gase, that's the Jets head coach. We ain't gonna be in probably like week 10. I want to catch up quick. I want to at least catch up by Thanksgiving. I want to be on point by Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving coming across. As you know, we going into week 12 right now. So Thanksgiving is week 13, Thursday night. So I at least want to be up to par by week 12 by then, because week 13 could go on after the whole, like the real NFL week. And that would be consist of Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday of that following week of week 13. And pretty much we don't catch up. It's like one more week. I think I could play 3 weeks to catch up is week 9. So if we say we missing week 10, week 11, week 12 will be this week coming up of Thanksgiving. So that means Monday through Wednesday, Thursday to Saturday will be that. But like that, let's get this shit kicked off with the 49ers taking this dub. As I pick, Fizzleman picks. We out. Let's go. And any loading screens, any commercial breaks, any loading screens, any blue screens, any pauses, it's pretty much like commercial breaks. So enjoy. I'm out.
Hey everybody, it's the Coach. This is Thursday Night Football on EA Sports. Ahead, we'll get a look at Jimmy Garoppolo and the San Francisco 49ers as they square off against the #1 overall pick, Kyler Murray, and the Arizona Cardinals. I'll see you again at halftime as we preview some of the action coming up on Sunday. But for now, it's Thursday Night Football. And on the call, as always, it's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with the San Francisco 49ers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Cardinal team as they get ready here. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight. On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, we're in October now, so everybody should be coming into form, shouldn't they?
They really should, and what you have now is a full routine established about what you want to get done and full focus on the season.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense heading out, and a welcome sight for 49er fans. Jimmy Garoppolo leading the way. Jimmy, of course, lost for the season in Week 3 last year in Kansas City, and then the Niners really struggled the rest of the way without him. The silver lining to the early season injury, it gave Jimmy Garoppolo plenty of time to heal and get back to 100%.
Here we go, here we go. What do you need? That's right, baby.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. And the starting crew now for San Francisco.
And, partner, sometimes it's good for a team to get the Thursday nighter right after a loss because you don't have very long to stew on what just happened. You have to turn right around, get ready, and go out and play again. Or, as one of the veterans told me, I actually like this because I can keep my anger for this short amount of time and take it out on the other team.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. From the gun on third, Garoppolo. And he fires one, but incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the rookie fourth-rounder Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Back deep, the dangerous Pharaoh Cooper. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Cards will take over first and 10. So here come the Cardinals now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick in the 2019 draft from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
First down, Murray. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. And here are the offensive starters for Arizona.
And congratulations on their win last week, but they didn't get a whole lot of time to celebrate it on Sunday. They were right back to work on Monday, but you'll have to do things differently when you prepare for a Thursday night game. Because normally you'll take some time off. Here you get right back to work on the game plan mentally, and probably not put any pads on until you play again Thursday night.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. He'll buy some time right. He may try and run for this. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Kyler Murray, 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the first down. Well, we know that Murray can run the football. He rushed for 1,000 yards during his final year at Oklahoma, better than 7 yards per carry. And Cliff Kingsbury says, I trust him running the football. This is a guy that has known his quarterback since 2012 when Murray was a sophomore in high school. Kingsbury was in the OC at Texas A&M. He would go on to take the Texas Tech job, but the two maintained a great relationship. Both are from Texas, both quarterbacks, and both with fathers heavily involved in their football careers. With Cliff Kingsbury, he trusts his quarterback implicitly. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona. Here's Murray from midfield. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you, and you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 37. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. It's complete to Drake. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it's a 2nd down. A look now at the defensive starting lineup for the 49ers. This unit, they've struggled a little bit against the pass, ranked number 21 in the league.
What they lack in pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against some people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league. So there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Murray now to throw. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. The pass complete. It's Bird. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for. Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 20. Undercut.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And this one complete to Levine Toilolo. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Here we go, here we go. 180. Check, 43. Too low. Check.
On first down, here's Breida. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Time for us to introduce you to the defensive starters for Arizona. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Last year's NFL leader in field goal percentage, Robbie Gould, on for the Niners field goal. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. CD, you know there were quite a few Bears fans back in January saying, why didn't we hold on to that Robbie Gould guy?
Well, it's a legitimate question. 33 of 34 for San Francisco in 2018. The crazy stat of the year, he missed more extra points, 2, than he did field goals, 1, in the 2018 season.
And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A very solid gain of 27.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 46. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Johnson's got it complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
So here are the Niners to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. They'll start on the ground with Breida. He's got the first down and more inside the 40, and down right around the 37. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Matt Breida out of Georgia Southern now in his 3rd year in a 49er uniform. He was tough to keep off the field last year. Very good yards per carry. 5.3 on 153 attempts. Good for over 800 yards rushing. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. A check on Breida's numbers from last week. 24 carries, 78 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know, he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo over the middle to Kittle, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 25-yard line. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Garoppolo. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
They'll try to run with Breida, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here we go.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Shut that.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The Niners on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Gold able to tack on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 for the 26. Off the draw, here's Johnson. Call it an 8-yard gain. Much better shape now on 3rd and just a yard. The Cardinals on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Well, the Cardinals last year, of course, struggled 3-13, but 2 of their 3 wins came against these 49ers. In fact, the Cardinals have beaten the Niners 8 consecutive times. Last time San Fran beat Arizona was 2014. And remember, these are clubs that meet twice a year. Murray now on first down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Murray. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Murray now. They'll set up the screen to Drake. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Matt Breed in the offense heading back out. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going. But we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the 1st down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. From the 27th, Garoppolo. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Garoppolo now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Play action. Garoppolo under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Running out of the gun here, Breida. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Man open, it's Goodwin. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Well, I love watching Goodwin play. Of course, everybody knows the story of him being an Olympian. He's a long jumper, right?
Yes.
But you know that he has that athleticism, that big play ability.
He certainly does. And not only was he an Olympian as a long jumper, married to a sprinter. How about that for speed in one family? And I love his end zone celebrations now. When he does go deep and beat someone for a touchdown, now he does the long jump as his celebration. Pretty cool deal.
Gold to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating to use it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Getting the sack, the 227-pound linebacker, Quan Alexander.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long, sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. And he slides to avoid the hit. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. They run it with McKinnon, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Back to throw now on 1st down. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Mullins now. A perfect 5 of 5 since taking over. They haven't missed a beat. 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. The play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
A 46-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. And the lead now increases to 20-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now it's Gould after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards, as he'll get this only back to the 20. David Johnson now gears up to help lead this offense back on the field. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy.
And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference.
Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
First down, Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he hits Drake. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him. And what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation. And they took advantage of the young man right there.
George Kittle and the Niners ready for their next drive. Sitting right around the midpoint of the season, on pace for 1,000 yards. Good year so far, and I'm sure film study being devoted to him a little bit more on the other side.
They have to, because the pace that he's carrying right now, if you're pushing 1,000-yard pace as a receiver, that means he warrants your attention. And right now, precision is going on with their offense. Kind of like that timepiece you wear on your wrist. You know, that good stuff. You got to knock that off somehow. Chip away at that time and change things up a little bit and make them go to other things and make them do those things better.
Yeah, try to make him uncomfortable. Not many teams have been able to do that so far this year. Now back to throw. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Got his target, Samuel. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Mullins now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Goodwin. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Let's go. 30 base. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Out. Now.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he whips that one incomplete there. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Got a man. He finds Sanders. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And it's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin as the first half is winding down. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Now Gold for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. So this drive spans 7 plays. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
In that 1 o'clock time frame, a lot to choose from. But let's highlight the game in Philadelphia. A big one for the Eagles as they get set to play host to the Chicago Bears. Lots to look forward to in the late games as well. One of the best being up in Seattle, where we find the Seahawks taking on the Tampa Bay Bucks. And finally, on Sunday Night Football, a couple of nights before Election Day, it's the Patriots and the Ravens in a good one from Baltimore. In the game you're watching, it was Jimmy Garoppolo who was brilliant in that first half. His guys are on the road to Blowout City. They lead it big as we send you back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray, we have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on.
Check on the scoreboard. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now, pass complete here to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. And certainly a valuable tool to have in your kit, Emmanuel Sanders, and he's shown us quite a bit in this one.
And that's why they wanted to use him immediately. You know they come out of the locker room saying, let's get the ball to him, get our offense jump-started, and in this case, it's worked throughout the game. Thus, they have the lead.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Garoppolo's throw taken in by Samuel. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. On second down, it's Coleman. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. Look at a nice little drive brewing right here.
Here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I got you, boy. I got you. Stay hot.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second and 5 now. Garoppolo completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. From the gun on third, Garoppolo. Hard throw, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
And Gold is able to put it through. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been threes.
We play to win. Let's go!
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd and a couple, Murray. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards the pickup, first down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Now a draw play with Drake. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. To throw is Murray. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8. Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fielded just inside the 20. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he'll be brought down, but a tip of the cap on the spin move, as that gives him a 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All day, just like that, just like that.
Murray now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. They run with Breida. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. 180. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd and 1, Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long, and that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
The kick by Gold is good. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now it's Gold after splitting the uprights to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Murray fighting, lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. Back onto the field comes this offense led by George Kittle. And look at the numbers. They have gotten him more involved. I guess the question now, Charles, defensively, how do you make him less involved?
That's always the key question, isn't it? Sometimes other guys are starting to play really well and you shift your attention to them. You got to make sure you got full focus on him because he's so good that if you don't, he finds a way to make plays. always have two guys in his vicinity, usually trying to bump him off the line of scrimmage and get him out of his route.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. They'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Here we go. 180. Get the mic. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again.
This is Breida. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Here we go, here we go, here we
The
go.
run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Here we go. 180. I don't think you got it, son. Whip. Watch the whip.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation, because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And he's going to go down again. Corey Peters in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. 3rd and short, McKinnon. And they'll get him down right around the 16. And 3 yards on the carry there as his defense holds strong and takes it to 4th and goal. You know what? I know it's 4th down and they've got a big lead, but go for it.
Yeah, and why not, right? Because they have the big lead. But don't you have to have a little bit of admiration for these guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've been shoved around this entire game, and they're making a nice goal line stand here. It would be fun to see them stop them on 4th down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but it's like putting whipped cream on broccoli at this point.
So what you're saying is they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to get it, aren't they?
I would. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Cardinal offense here ready to take over. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Murray now to throw. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll pull it down. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray, throw caught here by Bird. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. On first down, Drake.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
2nd and 7. Murray looking middle, and it's incomplete. Charles Clay is tight end, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Here's Andy Lee now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one maybe his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
Here we go. 180! Check, 43. And we got to get to the ball, D. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert.
And the first play of the drive goes to McKinnon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll toss it to Breida. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Garoppolo, he's going to give this to Breida on the draw. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down. Here comes the 49ers punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Murray now. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13. Throwing on first down is Murray. And the catch made by Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
To throw again on 2nd down, Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had a lot of chances, but not much success, converting only 3 times. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
A
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Like 80. March 43. March 47.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 44-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Here we go. 180. I'm coming. Shift. Let's go.
So the victory here for San Francisco. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. Time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for San Francisco, they'll finish the first half of the schedule dead even at 4-4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.